The cafeteria of Nexus Academy hummed with the usual chaos of 100 different species attempting to coexist. Crystalline beings clinked against their tables, methane breathers sat in their pressurized booths, and the Velcran students floated near the ceiling, their tentacles dangling as they absorbed nutrition through photosynthesis. In the corner, Maya Rodriguez sat alone, poking at something the food synthesizer claimed was Earth-style protein. She'd been at the academy for 3 standard months now, the only human among thousands of galactic citizens, and she still couldn't get used to the stairs. Humans were rare in the galactic collective. Not because they were few in number, but because Earth had been classified as a Class 12 Deathworld, a planet so hostile that most species considered it uninhabitable. The fact that humans had not only survived but thrived there made them objects of morbid fascination and whispered rumors. "Look at it," a voice cut through the ambient noise. Thorvik, a Drajan male, approached her table with his entourage. Drajans were impressive specimens, 8 feet tall, scaled, with strength that could bend steel. They were the self-appointed elite of the academy. The little Deathworlder, eating alone again. Maya didn't look up. She'd learned that engagement only encouraged him. "I heard your planet has weather that can kill you," Thorvik continued, his tail sweeping behind him in amusement. "Rain that burns. Wind that tears buildings apart. And you creatures just live in it." His friends chittered and hissed their laughter. A Pirellian student, all delicate limbs and gossamer wings, joined in. "How does it even survive its own home?" Maya set down her fork carefully. "By being tougher than the weather." "Tough?" Thorvik leaned in, his massive frame casting a shadow over her table. "You're barely 5.5 feet tall. Your bones are so fragile compared to mine. Your skin has no armor, no scales, no protection at all. You're weak, little Deathworlder. Your whole species is an accident waiting to." He reached out to flick her forehead, a casual gesture of dominance. Maya's hand moved. To the Drajan, it was invisible. One moment his claw was extended, the next it was caught in her grip. Her fingers, those delicate, unarmored fingers, wrapped around his wrist like a vice. Thorvik's eyes widened as he tried to pull back and found himself completely immobile. "Do you know what gravity is on Earth?" Maya asked quietly, still seated. "It's nearly 3 times what you're used to. Every step I take here feels like I'm floating. Every movement is effortless." She stood now, still holding his wrist, and Thorvik realized with growing horror that he was the one being controlled. His muscles, strong enough to dent titanium, might as well have been decorative. "Do you know what we breathe?" She continued, her voice never rising above conversational level. "Oxygen in concentrations that would make most of you dizzy. We live with bacteria and viruses that would devastate your immune systems. We survive temperature swings that would send you into shock." The cafeteria had gone silent. Even the Velcrans had descended from the ceiling to watch. "And do you know what that means?" Maya's grip tightened imperceptibly. There was a sharp crack, not his neck, but his wrist, the bone fracturing under pressure that seemed impossibly gentle. "It means we're built for survival in ways you can't comprehend. It means our fragile bodies are compressed steel springs, evolved under pressure you've never experienced." Thorvik whimpered, trying to drop to his knees, but she held him in place with one hand. "Touch me again," Maya said, finally releasing him, "and you'll find out why the collective keeps warning labels on human exchange students." She sat back down and resumed eating as Thorvik stumbled backward, cradling his wrist, his eyes wide with something humans knew well but Drajans rarely experienced, genuine fear. The other students parted as he fled to the medical bay. Maya took another bite of her synthesized protein, aware that tomorrow would be different. The whispers would change. The rumors would shift. The Deathworld girl had reminded them all why Earth had earned its classification. Not because it was hostile, but because of what it took to call such a place home. She smiled slightly. Maybe she wouldn't eat alone tomorrow after all.